Hello, I'm Mike Lacktorin, the founding dean at International College of Liberal Arts, iCLA, here at the campus of Yamanashi Gakuin University in Kofu, Japan. iCLA is a small, rigorous, American-style liberal arts college located about 90 minutes west of Tokyo at the foot of Mount Fuji. This video message is intended for international students considering study abroad in Japan, either as a degree-seeking student or short-term student for 1 or 2 semesters. There are many attractions of attending a university in Japan, but today I would like to focus on just one: the prospect of working for a Japanese company in Japan after you graduate. Joining me in this video will be Professor Fukumi Genjima, the director of the Career Center here at iCLA. I'd like to begin by sharing with you my experience. I came to Japan many years ago as an exchange student from the University of Minnesota, where I was preparing to become a medical doctor. I fell in love with Japan, and I ended up graduating from one of Japan's private universities. After graduation, I entered a large global Japanese securities company as their first non-Japanese lifetime employee. I was introduced to the company by one of my college professors, which is one way that graduating university students in Japan are recruited by Japanese companies. Entering a company this way can put you on the inside track for a promising career, since you are coming into the company based on the recommendation of a trusted person. In my case, it was my economics professor. I interviewed with a member of the board of directors, and I was assigned to the International Finance Department. It was an exciting job, and I was working with graduates of Japan's elite universities. As a university student in Japan, I majored in business and economics. But even when I was just a few months away from graduation, I still had no clear idea about what I wanted to do for a career. All I knew was that I wanted to work in an international context in a job related to Japan. If it hadn't been for that introduction by my university professor and my assignment to the International Finance Department, I have no idea where career opportunities would have led me next. But as it turned out, I discovered my interest in finance, and I attended the MBA program at the University of Chicago. My first job after the MBA was a financial analyst at Ford Motor Company, world headquarters in Detroit. And a short time later, at age 35, I rejoined a Japanese securities company that I had worked for earlier in Tokyo and started their mergers and acquisitions department in New York. After working on Wall Street for several years, I was hired as the vice president and head of investment banking and mergers and acquisitions for Citibank in Japan. University education in Japan can be, as it was for me, your gateway to an exciting career working for a Japanese company or a non-Japanese company in Japan, and very possibly to an opportunity to work in an even wider international context outside Japan. International students at iCLA are exposed to a wide range of courses in global business, economics, politics, philosophy, computer science, history, literature, art, music, and a rich array of courses related to Japanese culture and Japanese language. All of our courses are taught in English by an outstanding faculty. At the end of your study at iCLA, our career staff, assisted by Professor Suga, a graduate of Harvard Business School, and our professor of entrepreneurship will do their best to help you, to help place you with a company in Japan. Or in case of short-term students, help you find internship opportunities in Japan. A major factor behind increasing job opportunities for international students like you in Japan is evident in this chart. As the red arrow indicates, Japanese population peaked in 2008 at 128 million. Forecasts project that over the next 25 years, Japan will experience a further 20% decline in population to 100 million. Of even greater concern is that the working population is declining even faster than the total population. The triangular line, yellow arrow, indicates that workforce as a percent of total population will decline 70% in the late 1990s to 60% within the next 10 years. These next charts show that the number of foreign workers in Japan has risen 300% in the last 10 years. There are now 1.3 million non-Japanese workers in Japan. This trend is expected to continue. This is all we have time for today. We will try to post more videos on the iCLA website in the next year, focusing on matters of special interest to international students in Japan. We look forward to seeing you then. Thank you.